Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Don't Say That, the channel where we teach you what not to say in English and what to say instead. Oh my gosh, I am so happy you are here with us today. Seriously, every single one of you.
Hey everyone, great to be back. And okay, Emily, before we even start today, I have to tell you something. I already had 3 coffees this morning.
Jake, 3? It is not even noon.
I know. But listen, the 3rd one was a special order. It took me like 2 minutes just to say it out loud. Grande, iced, oat milk latte, 2 pumps vanilla, light ice. And the barista just looked at me and smiled like, yeah, we got you.
Oh, that is so Starbucks. And you know what? That right there is exactly why we made today's episode. Because Starbucks is not just a coffee shop. In America, Starbucks is a whole language.
It really is. If you have ever walked into a Starbucks and stood there completely frozen, not knowing what to say, not understanding the sizes, not sure how to customize your order, this episode is going to change your life.
And honestly, even if you don't drink coffee, even if you prefer tea or a smoothie, you need this vocabulary. Because in America, let's grab a coffee is one of the most common social invitations there is. At work, with friends, on a first date, it all happens at a coffee shop.
Absolutely. And if you have just moved here, whether you came from Spain, Germany, France, Mexico, Brazil, anywhere, you have probably already noticed that Americans run on coffee, especially Starbucks.
We really do. So here's what we are going to cover today. We are going to teach you the Starbucks menu and sizing, because yes, it is confusing. We're going to show you how to place your order naturally, like a regular. We're going to talk about coffee culture in America, what it means socially, not just as a drink. And of course, our favorite section, common mistakes, because there are some things people say at Starbucks that make the barista go, sorry, what? Oh, I have heard those. I have made those mistakes. We're going to save you from all of them today. And here's our first question. Write it in the comments right now before you forget. What is your go-to coffee order? Or if you don't drink coffee, what do you always get at a cafe? Tell us everything. We read every single comment and we genuinely love your answers.
We really do. And listen, stay with us until the very end of today's episode, because the common mistakes section at the end, it is honestly the most useful part for everyday English. You don't want to miss it. Trust us on this one.
And if you are new here, welcome to Don't Say That. Please subscribe right now so you never miss an episode. We post every single week, real English, real conversations, real life. Okay, Jake, should we order?
I would like a grande iced oat milk latte, please, and let's get into it.
All right, let's start with the thing that confuses absolutely everyone when they first walk into Starbucks, the sizes. Because Starbucks does not use small, medium, and large like every other coffee shop in the world. They use their own system, and if you do not know it, you will stand there frozen.
So here are the 4 main sizes at Starbucks. Short, that is the smallest, about 8 ounces. Tall, and this is where people get confused. Tall is actually the small size. It sounds big, but it is small. Grande, that is medium. And venti, that is large.
So if you want a regular medium coffee at Starbucks, you say, I'll have a grande, please. Not I want a medium, not give me a medium, just can I get a grande, please? Can I get? That is the most natural way to order at Starbucks or any American cafe.
And here is something interesting for our friends from Europe. In France, Italy, Germany, coffee comes in small, strong shots. A quick espresso at the bar, boom, done. In America, especially at Starbucks, people carry giant cups of coffee around for hours. A venti is 20 ounces. That is a lot of coffee.
It really is. Now, let's talk about the types of coffee drinks, the most common ones you will hear. First, a latte. A latte is espresso, that is strong, concentrated coffee, mixed with steamed milk. Very smooth, very popular. I'll have a vanilla latte, please.
A cappuccino, similar to a latte but with more foam on top. Foam is the bubbly, frothy milk. A cappuccino has a thick layer of foam. Can I get a cappuccino? A macchiato, at Starbucks this usually means an espresso with caramel on top and milk. Very sweet, very popular.
And the most popular order in America right now, cold brew. Cold brew is coffee that has been brewed slowly in cold water for many hours. It is very smooth and strong. I'll take a grande cold brew, please. Very trendy, very delicious.
Now, customization. This is where Starbucks really becomes its own language. You can customize almost everything. The milk, you can choose whole milk, skim milk, oat milk, almond milk, soy milk, Oat milk is extremely popular right now.
The sweetener, you can add syrup. Syrup is a sweet liquid flavoring. The most popular syrups at Starbucks are vanilla, caramel, hazelnut, and brown sugar. Can I get 2 pumps of vanilla? 2 pumps means 2 squirts of syrup. Very specific, very Starbucks.
And you can adjust the ice. Light ice means less ice. Extra ice means more. You can adjust the temperature. Extra hot or no foam. You can even say room for cream, which means leave some space at the top of the cup so I can add my own cream.
Quick check. Jake, what is the medium size at Starbucks?
Grande.
What is cold brew?
Coffee brewed slowly in cold water, very smooth and strong.
And what does 2 pumps mean?
2 squirts of syrup flavoring.
Perfect. Now pause and practice your order out loud. Say, can I get a grande oat milk latte with 2 pumps vanilla, please? Say it. Go.
And write your dream Starbucks order in the comments. Even if you've never been, create your perfect order using today's words. We want to read them all.
In this section, we covered short, tall, grande, venti, latte, cappuccino, macchiato, cold brew, oat milk, syrup, pumps, light ice, extra hot, and room for cream. Now you can read the whole Starbucks menu. Okay, now let's talk about the actual conversation at Starbucks. Because ordering coffee in English is not just about knowing the words. It is about sounding natural, relaxed, and confident, like you've done this 100 times.
And this is especially important if you have just moved to the US from another country. In many countries, you walk in, you say un café por favor or un café s'il vous plaît, and that is it. Simple. Here, the barista is going to ask you 5 questions.
At least 5. So let's walk through a complete Starbucks interaction from start to finish. Jake, play the barista.
Hi, what can I get started for you today?
Hi, can I get a grande iced oat milk latte with 2 pumps vanilla?
Of course. Can I get a name for the order?
Emily.
Perfect. And would you like to add anything else? We have a new brown sugar shaken espresso today.
Oh, that sounds amazing, but I'll stick with my usual. Thank you, though.
Absolutely. That'll be $6.75. You can pay here or on the app.
See how natural that was? Let's break down the key phrases. What can I get started for you? This is the standard Starbucks greeting. The barista will almost always say this. Can I get a name for the order? They write your name on the cup. This is very American and very Starbucks.
I'll stick with my usual. This means I will keep my regular order. Nothing new. A very natural, casual phrase. That sounds amazing, but polite way to say no thank you to an upsell when they try to sell you something extra.
Now, what about going to Starbucks with a friend or colleague? In America, let's grab a coffee is one of the most common social phrases. Grab here does not literally mean take. It means let's go get a coffee together casually. Hey, do you want to grab a coffee after work? Very natural, very common.
And my treat. This means I will pay for both of us. Let's grab coffee, my treat. Very generous, very American expression. Or, I'll get this one, meaning I will pay this time. No, I'll get this one. You got it last time.
For people who moved from Europe, one cultural note. In America, it is very normal to work in a coffee shop for hours. You buy one coffee and you sit there for 2, 3, 4 hours on your laptop. This is completely acceptable in American coffee culture. In some European countries, this would feel awkward. Not here.
You might also hear, I need my morning coffee, meaning coffee is essential to my morning routine. Or, I am not a morning person without my coffee. Very relatable, very common American expression.
3-step formula for going to Starbucks with a new American friend or colleague. Step 1, suggest it casually. Hey, do you want to grab a coffee? Step 2, let them order first. Be friendly with the barista. Smile, say please and thank you. Step 3, find a topic to talk about. So what have you been up to lately? Or have you tried anything new here? Easy, natural, friendly.
Write in the comments, have you ever been to a Starbucks or an American-style coffee shop? What was your experience? Was it confusing? Was it great? Tell us everything.
In this section, we covered, what can I get started for you? Can I get a name? I'll stick with my usual. Let's grab a coffee. My treat. I'll get this one. I need my morning coffee. And our 3-step coffee meetup formula. Now, let's go even deeper. Because coffee in America is not just a drink. It is a social ritual. It is a conversation starter. It is a meeting format. Understanding this will help you connect with Americans on a completely different level.
This is especially true in the workplace. In American offices, the coffee machine area, sometimes called the break room, is where some of the best conversations happen. People bond over coffee. Relationships are built over coffee.
So, what do people actually talk about at the coffee machine? Very common small talk phrases. Is there any coffee left? Asking if the coffee pot still has coffee in it. Or, who made this coffee? It's so good. complimenting whoever made it. Or, I desperately need this right now, said dramatically while pouring coffee on a Monday morning. Everyone laughs. Instant connection.
I desperately need this, said by every American office worker ever, every single Monday.
Other great coffee conversation phrases. Are you a morning person or a night owl? A night owl is someone who stays up late and struggles in the mornings. This question almost always comes up over coffee. Oh, I am definitely not a morning person. I need at least 2 coffees before I can function.
Function means to work properly, to think clearly and do things. I can't function without my morning coffee. Very relatable, very natural American expression.
And for our friends from Spain and France, one important cultural note. In America, people often drink coffee while walking, while working, while driving. It is not usually a sit-down, slow, relaxing experience like in Europe. Americans are very much grab it and go. That is why Starbucks has a drive-thru.
Drive-through coffee. You literally never leave your car. You order from your car window, you pay from your car, you get your coffee in your car, and you drive away. This does not exist in most European countries, but in America, very, very normal.
And one more piece of coffee culture. Tipping. In America, when you order at a coffee shop, there will often be a tip prompt on the card reader. Tip means extra money you give to the person serving you as a thank you. For coffee, a typical tip is $1 or about 15–20% of your order. This is very American and very expected in service culture.
If you are from Germany, France, or Spain, tipping culture is very different there. In America, especially at coffee shops, baristas really appreciate tips. It is just something to be aware of as you settle into American life.
Here is your comment challenge. Tell us, how is coffee culture different in your country compared to America? We absolutely love these cultural comparison comments. They are our favorite to read.
In this section we covered break room, is there any coffee left, I desperately need this, morning person, night owl, function, grab and go, drive-through, and tipping culture. You now understand American culture deeply.
Okay, common mistakes. Jake, this section today is going to be so good because some of these mistakes I still hear all the time from Spanish speakers, French speakers, German speakers, and honestly from everyone.
Same. And I made mistake number 2 myself the first time I ordered at Starbucks. It was not my finest moment. Let's save everyone from that.
Mistake number 1, saying a coffee when you mean a specific type of coffee drink. In American coffee shops, especially Starbucks, you never just say, I want a coffee. You need to specify what size, what type, what milk. Instead of I want a coffee, say, can I get a grande drip coffee? Drip coffee means regular brewed coffee. Simple, no espresso. Or just, can I get a large regular coffee? At Starbucks, say, can I get a venti Pike Place? Pike Place is Starbucks' name for their regular drip coffee.
Wrong. I want a coffee, please. This will make the barista ask you 10 follow-up questions and you will feel overwhelmed. Correct. Can I get a grande Pike Place, please? Specific, clear, confident.
Mistake number 2, saying the sizes wrong. Specifically, ordering a medium at Starbucks. There is no medium at Starbucks. If you say, I want a medium latte, the barista will understand what you mean, but it sounds immediately like you are not familiar with Starbucks. Instead, always say grande for medium. Can I get a grande latte? Instantly sounds like a regular.
And honestly, saying large instead of venti is also fine. Baristas understand it. But if you want to sound like you really know Starbucks, venti. Always venti.
Mistake number 3. This one is for our Spanish-speaking friends especially. Saying I want instead of can I get or I'll have. In English, especially in American service culture, I want a coffee sounds a little direct and demanding. It is not rude exactly, but can I get or I'll have sounds much more natural and polite. Wrong, I want a grande latte. Correct, can I get a grande latte? Or I'll have a grande latte, please. This tiny change makes a huge difference in how you come across.
In Spanish, quiero un café, I want a coffee, is perfectly normal and polite. In English, we soften it slightly. Can I get is the magic phrase at any American coffee shop or restaurant.
Mistake number 4, saying make it hot instead of can I get that hot or I'd like that hot please. At Starbucks, if you want your drink hot instead of iced, you simply say the drink name without the word iced and it comes hot by default. Or you can specify, can I get a hot grande latte? Not make it hot. That sounds like a command. Always soften with can I get or I'd like.
And for French speakers, in France, you might say chaud, hot, at the end of your order. The English equivalent is just hot at the beginning. Can I get a hot grande vanilla latte? Simple.
One more, and this is a big one, pronouncing espresso as espresso. There is no X in espresso. It is E-S-P-R-E-S-S-O, espresso, not expresso. This mistake happens in every language. Spanish speakers, French speakers, English speakers. Everyone says espresso sometimes, but the correct word is always espresso.
These mistakes are so common. Even native English speakers make them sometimes. You are already ahead just by knowing the correct versions. Keep going. You are doing amazing.
Which mistake surprised you most? Tell us in the comments, especially if you are a Spanish, French, or German speaker. Did any of these match something you have said before? All right, time for don't say that, say this instead. 2 options, say your answer out loud before Jake tells you. Ready?
Always ready. Let's order.
Situation 1. You walk into Starbucks and the barista says, "Hi, what can I get started for you?" Do you say A, "I want a medium coffee, please," or B, "Hi, can I get a grande Pike Place, please?"
B. Specific size. Grande. Specific drink. Pike Place. Polite opener. Can I get? You sound like a regular immediately. Option A. No specific size. Wrong vocabulary. The barista will have to ask you more questions.
Situation 2. Your American coworker says, "Hey, do you want to grab a coffee after the meeting?" Do you say A, "Yes, I want to go drink coffee with you," or B, "Yeah, absolutely, I could really use one right now"?
Amazing. B. I could really use one right now. This is so natural. It means I need a coffee and I want to go with you. Option A is grammatically correct, but completely flat and robotic. No energy, no connection.
Situation 3. You want to pay for your friend's coffee. Do you say A, "I will pay for your coffee today," or B, "Don't worry, my treat, I've got this one"?
B. My treat and I've got this one. Short, warm, natural, generous. Option A sounds like you're signing a contract. Option B sounds like a real friend.
Situation 4. The barista asks if you want room for cream. Do you say A, "What does that mean?" with a confused face and say nothing, or B, "Yes, please, if you want cream space," or "No, thank you, fill it up," if you don't?
B. Either version of B. Now you know what room for cream means, so you can answer confidently. Fill it up means fill the cup all the way to the top. Very casual, very natural.
Now your big challenge. Write your complete Starbucks order in the comments using today's vocabulary. Start with, "Can I get a?" and include the size, the drink, the milk, and any customization. The more specific, the better. We want to see your most creative orders.
Every comment you write is real English practice. We are reading every single one. You are not practicing alone. We are right here with you. And remember, stay into the very end of today's episode. The next section is something we are really proud of.
Okay, I genuinely want a Starbucks right now after this entire episode. Jake, after we finish recording, we are going. My treat.
Deal. Grande oat milk latte for me. But first, our summary, because this is how we really like everything in. Today on Don't Say That, we covered 3 amazing areas.
First, the Starbucks menu and sizing. Short, tall, grande, venti. Latte, cappuccino, cold brew, macchiato. Oat milk, almond milk, pumps, light ice, room for cream. You can now read and understand the entire Starbucks menu confidently.
Second, how to order naturally and coffee culture. Can I get a grande? The magic ordering phrase. Let's grab a coffee. The most common American social invitation. My treat? I'll get this one. I'll stick with my usual. The real language of American coffee culture.
And third, coffee small talk and cultural insights. Break room conversations, I desperately need this. Morning person versus night owl. Drive-through culture, tipping, and how coffee culture in America is different from Spain, France, Germany, and so many other countries around the world.
Here is your reflection question. Think about the next time you walk into a Starbucks or any American coffee shop. Can you picture yourself walking up confidently, placing your complete order naturally, chatting with the barista, and meeting a friend for coffee, all in English? I think you absolutely can, and I think you should go try it this week.
And here is our final comment question, and this one is so fun. If you could create your own Starbucks drink, completely custom, your dream order, what would it be? Give it a name. Write it in the comments using today's vocabulary. We want to see the most creative answers.
And if this episode helped you today, please give it a like.
It genuinely helps Don't Say That reach more English learners in the USA, in Europe, in Latin America, everywhere. Every single like makes a real difference to us.
Share this with a friend who is learning English or who just moved to America and needs to survive their first Starbucks experience. This is the episode they need. And subscribe to Don't Say That if you haven't already. New episodes every week, real English, real life, real conversations.
You have worked so hard today. You now know how to walk into any American coffee shop, order like a regular, talk like a local, and connect with people over the most American of all social rituals, a cup of coffee. Go use it.
Thank you so much for staying with us until the very end. You are amazing. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep showing up for yourself every single day.
From all of us at Don't Say That, see you next time.